It's the beat of your heart and the air in your lungs, the food on your table and the roof over your head. It's the hope in your chest and eyes on the prize. Your health is why you laugh and love and how you pay it forward. Health is about feeling good, about giving and receiving care with skill and sincerity. And it's also about doing good, sharing our health in service to the well-being of others. Health is our unsung hero, our quiet superpower, the force of humanity that makes us singular and amazing in our ability to tend the needs of ourselves and our community. No matter your tribe or beliefs, your politics or passions, we stand on the common ground of health. When you feel good, you do good. And when you do good, we all are better for it. At Swedish, we believe in doing health for good.
Hey everyone! All this technology can be overwhelming, and you may not be sure how to get started. Let's see if I can walk you through this. It's easiest to bid from a mobile device such as your iPhone. You'll need your computer to watch the show. So open your camera and put the camera close to your screen so that you can scan the QR code. Don't rush, we'll wait here for a bit. Now, look at the top of your screen and you'll see a message. Open Flow to it. Just tap on that link. And you'll be taken to our mobile bidding site. Upper right-hand corner, you'll see a button, Get Started. You can tap on the link and set up your account for the evening. You'll be asked your contact information and a credit card. Go ahead and get set up if you'd like to make a bid or plan to bid later. You don't need to do it right now, but we hope you'll at least plan to bid at some point. On the home page, you'll see a button to learn how to bid, but we're going to teach you that in just a bit. You'll see the button to raise the paddle. More on that later, also in the program. Now you're ready to scroll down and take a look at the auction packages. Here's the QR code again, in case you missed it the first time. How are you feeling now? Find a package that you'd like to bid on and click. You have a couple options. The first button provides the next possible level of bidding. If you click on this, you will be asked to confirm the bid. The second option, Bid More, gives you a range of bids from which to select. Set your own bid, or perhaps you want to set a maximum and let the computer bid for you. That way you don't always have to keep checking back. Again, you'll be asked to confirm. Hey, why not just buy it now? If you see something you like, go for it. If you're not ready to bid, go ahead and tap the star so that the package is put into your favorites. Now go back to the home page and click on the three bars. You can pull up a list of your favorites and other categories. Your phone is so smart. Come back to the website by typing Redtie 2021 in your browser. So how are you feeling now? Great. Now go out there and practice. Get bidding.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a four-letter word.
I think I'll sell my veggies at the market.
Do you even remember to water the house plants? I do this?
You can do this.
Hey, we need to build a home office. We're adding another bathroom.
I think I'll study programming.
Bro, you even connect your phone to Bluetooth.
Your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
I think that this year, because of COVID and everything else going on in the world, it's kind of taught us that how important our strength is and how much we can rely on others.
So I think it's been difficult this year to get close with everyone just because we've been in bubbles for the majority of the year. But with that being said, like, we've all been going through the same things and it's just bonded us in a very unique way.
I think we kind of just had to make that extra effort, just like making sure that you're asking people how they're doing, checking in with your teammates that you don't see every day on a daily basis.
I've gotten close to my teammates because most of us live alone, and so coming to practice every day has been kind of the one routine part of this year.
Yeah, it definitely made having like those team moments with everyone together made you just be more appreciative for it because we didn't get a lot of those.
Yeah, I think it was very helpful for the fact that we would only see each other at practice. So it was very exciting to actually interact with people, and that just made practice a lot more fun as well.
Being a student athlete this year has definitely brought its own challenges, but I think we all worked really hard together, so I think when we were all going through it together, it was a lot easier to navigate through.
We've been through a lot this year, and it really just, a lot of times you take something for granted, like normal life, and when it's taken away from you, like when we had to all go home randomly at the end of last year, it was kind of shocking because you're used to seeing the same people every day, like your best friends every day, and it just makes you appreciate them even more now that things are somewhat back to normal. You can play the game you love together.
With all of the social justice things that have really come to a front this year, I think being part of athletics has been a really great opportunity for all of us to work through all of that as a team and have the opportunities to talk about our team values and how we can improve in terms of social justice as a team.
With social justice, the pandemic, the election, it kind of showed that it's really important to emphasize the student in just learning, not only in school, but just like in your community, being open to learning, seeing different perspectives and whatnot, because I think we always talk about like more than an athlete, but I think all of that really emphasized it, that there's just so much to learn and so much to think about outside of sports.
It definitely forced me to become a lot more outspoken and to step up as a leader for a lot of people, and that's something I took a lot of pride in, and it was really nice seeing like the allyship for my teammates was really important this year. I think that was really meaningful to me as a person of color on campus. So I think the year as a whole, I think there was a lot of emotions, but I think that to tie it into that last question, it definitely helped us to get closer because I think we had to talk about a lot of things that we normally wouldn't talk about as athletes or in the locker room, and so I think all in all, it had a really strong impact on us, and it was really good.
I think the person who had the biggest impact on me over my 5 years here would be Hirai. He made me learn how to have a really strong work ethic my freshman year, and he's always been very honest. He's always pushed me to be better in the classroom, but also on the field and as a person.
There's not like one person, I would say, but just like, I feel like I've had like small communities that have always supported me along the way. So like the environmental studies department and all the professors are just the coolest ever, and I admire them so much.
Ansel Pinley-Griffin, my teammate, he's really helped support me in the last year and kept me motivated through all my trials, through Achilles tendonitis and various other injuries. I don't think I would have completed the 4 years without his help.
My advisor and research professor, Dr. Fisher, he really showed me what it meant to do research, which was really exciting, and he advised me all 4 years, so I'm grateful for that.
Former CFO, Mai Wen, she's been a great role model to me in seeing a successful Asian woman doing it, getting stuff done.
I think Roselle has been a huge mentor for me in the past year too, and she really made it a point that when we were at weights, it wasn't just about us being student athletes. She would ask us how we're doing, like outside of our sport, like how we're doing in school, and I think that was so important for us to talk about things outside of what we're doing, like every day.
I always just like to loop back to my peers because I always look to my friends, of course these guys, and many others, it's really hard to navigate on your own, but when you have your peers around you and you have more people that you can look to and kind of gain a sense of your direction or what seems appealing to you, it's incredibly beneficial just having access to, like I said, your peers, because they're at like the same level as you. They also have questions. They don't know everything. So it's kind of like having a consensus of minds, I feel like, is something I really appreciate.
It's the beat of your heart and the air in your lungs, the food on your table and the roof over your head. It's the hope in your chest and eyes on the prize. Your health is why you laugh and love and how you pay it forward. Health is about feeling good, about giving and receiving care with skill and sincerity. And it's also about doing good, sharing our health in service to the well-being of others. Health is our unsung hero, our quiet superpower, the force of humanity that makes us singular and amazing in our ability to tend the needs of ourselves and our community. No matter your tribe or beliefs, your politics or passions, we stand on the common ground of health. When you feel good, you do good. And when you do good, we all are better for it. At Swedish, we believe in doing health for good.
Hey everyone! All this technology can be overwhelming, and you may not be sure how to get started. Let's see if I can walk you through this. It's easiest to bid from a mobile device such as your iPhone. You'll need your computer to watch the show. So open your camera and put the camera close to your screen so that you can scan the QR code. Don't rush, we'll wait here for a bit. Now look at the top of your screen and you'll see a message. Open Flow to it. Just tap on that link. And you'll be taken to our mobile bidding site. Upper right-hand corner, you'll see a button, Get Started. You can tap on the link and set up your account for the evening. You'll be asked your contact information and a credit card. Go ahead and get set up if you'd like to make a bid or plan to bid later. You don't need to do it right now, but we hope you'll at least plan to bid at some point. On the home page, you'll see a button to learn how to bid, but we're going to teach you that in just a bit. You'll see the button to raise the paddle. More on that later, also in the program. Now you're ready to scroll down and take a look at the auction packages. Here's the QR code again, in case you missed it the first time. How are you feeling now? Find a package that you'd like to bid on and click. You have a couple options. The first button provides the next possible level of bidding. If you click on this, you will be asked to confirm the bid. The second option, Bid More, gives you a range of bids from which to select. Set your own bid, or perhaps you want to set a maximum and let the computer bid for you. That way you don't always have to keep checking back. Again, you'll be asked to confirm. Hey, why not just buy it now? If you see something you like, go for it. If you're not ready to bid, go ahead and tap the star so that the package is put into your favorites. Now go back to the home page and click on the 3 bars. You can pull up a list of your favorites and other categories. Your phone is so smart. Come back to the website by typing Red Tie 2021 in your browser. So how are you feeling now? Great. Now go out there and practice. Get bidding.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a 4-letter word.
I think I'll sell my veggies at the market.
Do you even remember to water the houseplants?
I do this? You can do this.
Hey, we need to build a home office. We're adding another bathroom.
I think I'll study programming.
Bro, you even connect your phone to Bluetooth.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
I think that this year, because of COVID and everything else going on in the world, it's kind of taught us that how important our strength is and how much we can rely on others.
So I think it's been difficult this year to get close with everyone just because we've been in bubbles for the majority of the year. But with that being said, we've all been going through the same things and it's just bonded us in a very unique way.
I think we kind of just had to make that extra effort, just making sure that you're asking people how they're doing, checking in with your teammates that you don't see every day on a daily basis.
I've gotten close to my teammates because most of us live alone, and so coming to practice every day has been kind of the one routine part of this year.
Yeah, it definitely made having those team moments with everyone together made you just be more appreciative for it because we didn't get a lot of those.
Yeah, I think it was very helpful for the fact that we would only see each other at practice. So it was very exciting to actually interact with people, and that just made practice a lot more fun as well.
being a student athlete this year has definitely brought its own challenges, but I think we all worked really hard together, so I think when we were all going through it together, it was a lot easier to navigate through.
We've been through a lot this year, and it really just, a lot of times you take something for granted, like normal life, and when it's taken away from you, like when we had to all go home randomly at the end of last year, it was kind of shocking because you're used to seeing the same people every day, like your best friends every day, and it just makes you appreciate them even more now that things are somewhat back to normal. You can play the game you love together.
With all of the social justice things that have really come to a front this year, I think being part of athletics has been a really great opportunity for all of us to work through all of that as a team and have the opportunities to talk about our team values and how we can improve in terms of social justice as a team.
With social justice, the pandemic, the election, it kind of showed that it's really important to emphasize the student in just learning, not only in school, but just like in your community, being open to learning, seeing different perspectives and whatnot, because I think we always talk about like more than an athlete, but I think all of that really emphasized it, that there's just so much to learn and so much to think about outside of sports.
It definitely forced me to become a lot more outspoken and to step up as a leader for a lot of people. And that's something I took a lot of pride in, and it was really nice seeing like the allyship for my teammates was really important this year. I think that was really meaningful to me as a person of color on campus. So I think the year as a whole, I think there was a lot of emotions, but I think that to tie it into that last question, it definitely helped us to get closer, because I think we did talk about a lot of things that we normally wouldn't talk about as athletes or in the locker room, and so I think all in all, it had a really strong impact on us, and it was really good.
I think the person who had the biggest impact on me over my 5 years here would be Hirai. He made me learn how to have a really strong work ethic my freshman year, and he's always been very honest. He's always pushed me to be better in the classroom, but also on the field and as a person.
There's not like one person, I would say, but just like, I feel like I've had like small communities that have always supported me along the way. So like the environmental studies department and all the professors are just the coolest ever, and I admire them so much.
Ansel Pinley-Griffin, my teammate, he's really helped support me in the last year and kept me motivated through all my trials, through Achilles tendonitis and various other injuries. I don't think I would have completed the 4 years without his help.
My advisor and research professor, Dr. Fisher, he really showed me what it meant to do research, which is really exciting, and he advised me all 4 years, so I'm grateful for that.
Former CFO, Mai Wen, she's been a great role model to me in seeing a successful Asian woman doing it, getting stuff done.
I think Roselle has been a huge mentor for me in the past year too, and she really made it a point that when we were at weights, it wasn't just about us being student athletes. She would ask us how we're doing, like outside of our sport, like how we're doing in school, and I think that was so important for us to talk about things outside of what we're doing, like every day.
I always just like to loop back to my peers, because I always look to my friends, of course these guys, and many others. It's really hard to navigate on your own, but when you have your peers around you and you have more people that you can look to and kind of gain a sense of your direction or what seems appealing to you, it's incredibly beneficial just having access to, like I said, your peers, because they're at like the same level as you. They also have questions. They don't know everything. So it's kind of like having a consensus of minds, I feel like, is something I really appreciate.
It's the beat of your heart and the air in your lungs, the food on your table and the roof over your head. It's the hope in your chest and eyes on the prize. Your health is why you laugh and love and how you pay it forward. Health is about feeling good, about giving and receiving care with skill and sincerity. And it's also about doing good, sharing our health in service to the well-being of others. Health is our unsung hero, our quiet superpower, the force of humanity that makes us singular and amazing in our ability to tend the needs of ourselves and our community. No matter your tribe or beliefs, your politics or passions, we stand on the common ground of health. When you feel good, you do good. And when you do good, we all are better for it. At Swedish, we believe in doing health for good. It's the beat of your...
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 8th annual Red Tie Celebration supporting Seattle University Athletics. Go Redhawks! Can we hear it? Wherever you are, you should be saying Go Redhawks right now. We want to hear you all over the greater Puget Sound region and from wherever it is that you're joining us tonight for the Red Tie Celebration. Welcome. We are so glad to have you here. And, you know, we are gathering in this way that we have not gathered before because we are going to celebrate student athletes and the incredible achievements both on the field and court and in the gym and in the classroom of all student athletes at Seattle U. So welcome, and I can see that Joe and Michelle and Matt are all giving us Steve. Yes, you got it, in the chat. Go Redhawks, that's where you want to be. You're in the right spot right there. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and specifically Rick Jones and David Rothrock. We know that you are gathered with friends, and I'm sure you're all cheering for Redhawks right now. Lori, yes, go Redhawks. Miller, yes. I love it. You guys are doing the right thing. In the chat is where you want to be, and shouting out your Redhawk pride is perfect. Tonight is, of course, a way of gathering that is a little bit unique. And, oh, yes, I know, happy red tie. And by the way, I mean, yes, I've got my red tie. So, you know, if you're wearing any Redhawk gear, now's the time to flaunt your Redhawk gear wherever you are. Thank you, Eric. Really appreciate it. As you are here watching us on YouTube, you can see that many people are already joining us in the chat, and we would love for you to be there with us. Jeff, hello, and yes, go Redhawks. You're all doing the right thing. We are going to have all kinds of fun games and prizes and surprises. And joining us in the chat is a great way to participate with that. All you have to do is create a free YouTube account. YouTube calls their free accounts channels. Don't be nervous. It doesn't mean you're going to be on TV. You just get to be with us right here. Hey, Coach Mark. Nice to see you as well. We have so many coaches and athletes and supporters and friends all with us, and you can see right in the chat. So come join us. Once you get there, make sure that at the top of your chat box, it says live chat. Yes, I know, prizes are great. You don't want it to say top chat, you want it to say live chat at the top of your chat box. So adjust it so it says live chat. And then down at the bottom of your chat box, you're gonna see that gray smiley face. And the gray smiley face is where you are going to find all of the emojis. Emojis are your way to show your Redhawk pride. So like right now, if you want to find an emoji that shows your Redhawk pride, you can do it. Like maybe you want to do this, you know, red heart for Redhawk pride, or find emojis and drop them into the chat. We'd love it. Yes, Rebecca, exactly. It's a party. Tom, you got Redhawk all together. Also, I want to just give you a little bit of, you know, power emoji user, one little tip. If you type the colon on your keyboard and then start typing words, then it will pull up the emojis that you are looking for. So if you're looking for like a Redhawk, or let's see, I'm trying to do it. There's, okay. And this is as close as I can get to a Redhawk. That's a blue bird, okay? Oh, I like that. Red tie, Karen, nicely done. So just use the colon and you can type words and you'll find the emojis that you're looking for. That's a great way to do it. This would be a great time to find the clapping emoji. You can type the word clap and you will find it, because we want red tie. I love it. Shelly, I wish red tie would pull up the Seattle U logo. That would be so amazing. We want you to put your hands together for the incredible sponsors who have been supporting SU Athletics and tonight are supporting this red tie celebration. So would you give it up for Vacation International, Swedish Medical, Orthopedic Physicians Association, Coca-Cola, Alaska Airlines, Arthur Gallagher, HOK, and to our title sponsor this evening, Washington Trust Bank. Would you give it up for all of our amazing sponsors? I can see that you are. Yes, Jake, we're literally doing athletic cartwheels. No, retracted. Okay, never mind. But that was good because we are so excited about our sponsors. And in fact, we want to show you from our title sponsor, thank you, Washington Trust Bank, just a little bit more about how cool they are. Check this out.
Washington Trust Bank, can't is a 4-letter word.
I think I'll sell my veggies at the market.
Do you even remember to water the house plants? I do this?
You can do this.
Hey, we need to build a home office. We're adding another bathroom.
I think I'll study programming.
Bro, you even connect your phone to Bluetooth.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
That's exactly the attitude that student athletes at Seattle U have. They can do whatever they set their mind to. And it's the attitude that we have tonight. Because of course tonight is about celebrating, honestly, the incredible successes of Seattle U and Redhawk athletics over this past wild, difficult, crazy year. And it is also about raising funds to continue Redhawk pride going forward in this coming year. And our sponsors have already helped us well along the way towards our big goal of raising $150,000 tonight to support SU Athletics. So, sponsors, thank you, thank you, thank you. You have already helped us. We're already over $20,000. And many of you also, thank you to Lisa and Amber and Thomas for all of your help. And to our sponsors, we're so grateful for all of your support of SU Athletics. And we really want to thank Bill Eiseminger, who is not only is he a longtime Redhawk and supporter of all things Seattle U, he is also my former choir mate when we were both part of Joy Sherman's choir at the same time. Bill, I think you're watching and I hope you're having a great evening and it is great to be here with you. Go Redhawks to you, Bill Eiseminger, and to everyone who is with us. So tonight it is about celebration and fundraising. And I want to point, over there. I want to point to this. This is a QR code. It's right here. And if you point the camera of your smart device at this QR code right now, then you will be able to go straight to our auction software. And we have a live auction this evening, and we have the opportunity to support in our fund to need. So right now, take your smart device, your phone or your tablet or whatever with a camera, point it right at the screen at this QR code, and it will take you right where you need to be because we have amazing live auction items that are coming up in just a little bit. Also, as I mentioned, celebrating SU Athletics, because we are gathering in this unique and fun way, we have the opportunity to go behind the scenes with a number of our teams, with our student athletes. And so tonight we get to take you to places that would be hard to take you if we were all gathered together in one room. So we want to take you behind the scenes with our WAC Championship women's soccer team. Check this out. Can we hear it for the WAC Championship women's soccer team? Give them, oh, yes. Bill, thank you so much. It's great to see you in the chat. Hey, Bill Eiserminger, fist bump right through the screen. Wherever you are, I give you a fist bump. Let's hear it for our soccer champions. Women's soccer, amazing. And there is a member of the women's soccer program that we have to give a special shout out to right now, because this person has been part of Seattle U Athletics for 25 years and making the women's soccer team the incredible things that, all the incredible accomplishments, 8 WAC regular season championships, and it's really hard to believe, honestly, Coach Woodward, that you're achieving 25 years. We're pretty sure that you started coaching when you were 10 years old, and so congratulations. There is one statistic that I recently learned that I think is truly amazing. Oh! Kip Toner, class of 65. Go Redhawks to Kip Toner. I'm standing in the shadow of giants here. I've got Bill Eiserminger and Kip Toner. I don't know what I'm doing. Coach Woodward, I have to say that when she coaches the opening game here in a couple of months for next year's season, on August 19th at Oregon State, when the Redhawks take on U of O, OSU, Coach will be coaching her 500th SU game, which seems pretty amazing. So can you give it up for Coach Woodward? Congratulations to all of the members, the current members of the women's soccer team, and to Coach particularly. Give her a huge round of applause. I know, 500 games, that is truly an accomplishment. Joe, I agree. Coach, you are the GOAT, that is for sure, greatest of all time, and we're really, really impressed. Now, I want to remind you that as we are celebrating the successes, we will also be having a live auction in just a few moments. And the best way to participate in our live auction is with using a second device. You are watching right now on a screen of some kind, like a laptop or a desktop, or maybe you have one of those giant fancy flat screens. I'm guessing that Kip and Bill each have some giant flat screens that they're watching on. But having a second device is how you can be logged in directly to our auction software, Greater Giving, and you will be able to bid on our live auction, which I want to tell you, all of the live auction items are open right now. So you want to be bidding. Once you are at Greater Giving, and we're going to leave the QR code right there, the whole time, so you can find it easily. Anytime you want, point the camera on your smart device at that QR code that is down there, right over here next to my right hand, and you'll be able to register into Greater Giving. And once you do that, you are going to find a blue button and a green button. And the blue button is how you make the next available bid on any item. So if you want to go to Sun River and you want to outbid Lauren, you just click the blue button. But the green button is how you make a maximum bid and have the robots do your bidding for you. If you click the green bid more button, then you can set a maximum bid and the computer will bid on your behalf against other people who are trying to take away your trip to Las Vegas, for example, and make sure that it is still, in fact, your trip. So check out that green set max bid button, and when the live auction happens in just a few minutes and the bidding gets fast and furious, you will continue to be the top bidder on that item that you are hoping, or items that you are hoping will be yours. Also, remember that our live auction is going to, all of the live auction items are open right now, and then they will be closing in groups, which I'll tell you a little bit more about, don't worry. Right now is the time to be bidding on any live auction item that you are hoping will be yours. All of them, and we have some really great opportunities in our live auction. While you are doing that, it is my great privilege and pleasure to get to introduce someone who I know with this group doesn't really need to be introduced, but she deserves our accolades. Would you please put your hands together for former Cal volleyball student athlete and someone who, in her tenure at Seattle U, has dedicated her energies to creating environments where students can succeed and excel in the classroom, in the gym, on the court, in the pool, on the field. Wherever student athletes are, she has their back. Since 2016, the Director of Athletics at Seattle University, the one and only Shani Fink. Shani, welcome. How are you? It is so great to be here with you.
I am doing great. It is so good to be here with you, Ian.
You know, you and I got to co-host, and be together on a virtual event like this a few months ago, helping the baseball team. And it's really great to be back supporting all of Seattle U athletics with you. And it's so nice to feel like we're, all together with all of these people. I want to point out, there's a lot of people here.
Right? It's so fun. It's so good to see everybody. It was fun to see everybody in Remo and kind of drop into different tables. What a great group we have here tonight.
Definitely. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. There's a few hundred of us all gathered together according to the analytics. I know. You and I'm very optimistic about how many people are behind each one of those screens, but I think there's at least a few people at each of those screens.
It's very fun. Glad to have everybody here tonight.
While this is about celebrating the incredible accomplishments that have happened this year, Shani, I know it has also been a year, a very tough year for honestly everyone around the globe, but a year in which we have also lost some of our Hall of Fame alums, and we want to take a moment to recognize those Hall of Famers that we have lost this year. So specifically, we recognize Joe Castellani, coach of that amazing 1958 NCAA men's basketball team. Robert Yunker, Hall of Famer with the men's basketball team. Mike Carney, recent Hall of Famer who was inducted, who was part of that 1967 men's soccer team. And of course, one of the most impactful student athletes in the history of Seattle U, the one and only Elgin Baylor, who passed away on March 22nd at the age of 86. And we celebrate the incredible legacy of Mr. Baylor, his extraordinary courage and determination in overcoming adversity while excelling as a student, and longtime supporter in so many ways of Seattle U. And so we'd like to share this tribute to the amazing Elgin Baylor.
And tonight we have the opportunity of recognizing a legend of Seattle University.
The Cox, Elgin Baylor took it away from him. Goes in, takes a jump shot that's good, and a foul against Kentucky.
King and leader in the locker room, first on the practice floor, perfecting your jumper.
Elgin Baylor is probably still today one of the most admirable players that I have ever played against.
Again, Elgin was a hero to any kid in D.C. that played basketball.
Elgin, you did everything during your lifetime with the grace of a gymnast and the accuracy of a computer.
I'll tell you, you could not find a better person or a finer gentleman to honor.
Elgin, you were and still are a perfect gentleman.
Beautiful. And Elaine, I know you're here with us tonight. Our prayers are with you, and I hope you can feel all of our love and compassion as we lift you up. Elgin was an absolute gem.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Miss Baylor, for being part of the Seattle U community, and we're so grateful for your presence. So, Shani, I know that you have been working really hard. I've heard, and I can only imagine. I'm sure everybody can only imagine all the things that you have been doing this year. But you haven't been doing it alone, right? There is a team. There's a group of people that assist you, and specific, right? Yes, that's true. I'm not making this up. There are 12 people in particular that we want to acknowledge, who are really, they are key in the success of Redhawks in every sport. And of course, these are the amazing 12 head coaches that head up our team. And so, I'm just wondering, after this crazy, difficult year, What are you most excited or looking forward to in this coming year, Coach? Can you tell me, Coach? Like, what are you excited about?
Thanks, Ian. I'm most excited about competing for more WAC championships. How about you, Coach?
Thanks, Coach. I'm looking forward to bringing family and friends back into the boathouse. What about you, Coach?
Thanks, Coach. What I'm looking forward to is bringing our team into the new $1.1 billion Climate Pledge Arena for next season. What about you, Coach?
Thanks, Coach. I'm really excited about actually seeing the smiles on my student athletes' faces and getting back into the locker room. How about you, Coach?
Thanks, Coach. I'm really most excited to have the energy back on the pool deck with both our teams there and all our fans joining us for our meets. How about you, Coach?
Thanks, Coach. The thing I'm most looking forward to are high fives and huddles. What about you, Coach?
Thanks, Coach. I'm really looking forward to our community of student athletes being able to interact and gather amongst themselves in person at one another's games. How about you, Coach?
Thanks, Coach. I'm really looking forward to a lot of off-court team activities with both of our teams. How about you, Coach?
Thanks, Coach. I can't wait to see everyone back in the offices, all the staff and all the other athletes, seeing their smiling faces. What about you, Coach?
Thanks, Coach. I'm looking forward to playing at UNC Charlotte and the Duke Blue Devils. What about you, Coach?
Thanks, Coach. We're looking forward to hosting the 2022 Outdoor WAC Track and Field Championships here in Seattle with a packed house of family, friends, and alums. How about you, Coach?
Hey, thanks, Coach. You know what I'm looking forward to is getting Shaney Fink's credit card so we can have an open tab down at the Chieftain with this great group of coaches and celebrate not having Zoom anymore. What about you, Coach? Coach, where you at?
Down.
Shaney, have you checked your wallet recently?
No, I better do that again. But boy, there is nothing that I would enjoy more than gathering with that group. Just wonderful. We could not have worked through this year without all of us working together. They've just been so wonderful.
Definitely. And coaches, I just want to say, so many people are sending you their accolades and excitement in the chat. I think many of our coaches are there as well, and it looks like yes, the credit card has been identified. It is not with Shaney, and I think there will be some people at the Chieftain after this event. So if you're close by, you might be able to go find some coaches. Talk to Donnie. Maybe he can get you on Shaney's tab. Beyond the incredible coaches that really are so critical to Redhawk success, there's really a huge group, right? And that makes it possible for SU athletics. And how many people are going to be drinking with you at the Chieftain? I mean, how many people work for you?
We had such a good group, and everybody really stepped up in these really just amazing ways. And our coaches, I mean, when you think about kind of how they navigated everything and supporting the student athletes and doing this at the same time where they're, also supporting their families and taking care of their loved ones and all the different challenges. And we also have, when it's all said and done, we've got 100 staff, coaches, grad assistant, volunteers, and I was so proud of how everybody stepped up. It's kind of job descriptions out the window, do whatever needed to be done. We're particularly grateful. Dr. Erickson with Swedish really stepped in. I think the number of hours that he ended up putting in this year were probably a little beyond what he had been anticipating, but Tara Hicks in our Student Health Center, and Josh in our Public Safety. So really just everybody stepped up in great ways. And, the support also from our university administration to have that level of understanding of how important it was to get our student athletes out, right? This is not playing games. Like, this is students who have worked their entire lives for these 4 years that we have. And it's just really appreciative of all the teamwork, all the effort. And I would say it definitely brought us all together in a whole nother level, just the intensity of this whole past year. So grateful for every single person on our team.
I mean, yeah, it is all about teamwork. And I just want to just pause and say that Elaine Baylor is making a really, that she's mentioning in the chat that she was grateful for the honoring of Elgin. I assume that's you, Elaine. I hope that's okay. And that some of his happiest times were from his time at Seattle U. And I can tell you, as a member of the class of 05, that's true for me too. And I think many people, and that it's obvious that this team that you're talking about, Shaney, people get on this team and then they're on. Like they're on the team. Like that's it. You're on the team. And so it's just really awesome to have this incredible team of people all together. So thank you. And Shaney, I know you're gonna stay close by, and I'm gonna, if it's okay, there's a few things we're gonna do, and then I'll invite you back. I know you have a few more things that you're gonna talk to us about as we move along, if that's okay. Yes? Okay, great. And the next thing that yes, thank you, Michelle and Karen. I see you. So this is about, this is a little bit of competition here, right? We're SU Athletics. This is Redhawks. And so we thought you might be in for a little game, a little competitive action this evening. So we're going to play a game this evening, and we are calling this game Guess That Sport. Exactly. You have to guess that sport. Because student athletes at Seattle U are not only amazing and dominant on the field and court and in the gym and in the pool, but they are also amazing and dominant in the classroom and around campus doing all kinds of activities. I mean, the Redhawk experience, the Seattle U experience, is about educating the whole person, as we know, and our student athletes really embody that in the most incredible ways. So you might see a student wandering around doing something amazing on campus and not even realize that they are also part of our Division I athletic program. So tonight, what we're going to do, we're going to show you some student athletes, and we are going to ask you to identify what sport that student athlete plays. And if you are one of the fastest people to identify in the chat, as Alec, I love, Alec is just picking all the sports. And Maryland says pickleball. I don't think that might be the 13th. Shaney, I think pickleball, we might want to see if we can add that in as our next D1 sport. I'm not sure if that's available yet. I know, right? Pickleball is very fun. If you're one of the fastest, then you could win a prize of a $25 gift card to 13 Coins. And if you are one of the fastest at identifying in our game, then we will put you in, and we will be drawing at the end of this event our grand prize, which is a 5-night vacation in Vancouver, thanks to Vacation International once the border reopens. So here's how it works. We're going to show you a picture, and then you have to guess that sport in the chat. Michelle, dodgeball is not one of the options, but good guess. Cornhole, Tracy, also not yet one of our Division I sports, but I love the imagination. So here we go. Can anybody guess this sport? What sport is this? Oh, WAC champions. Guess that sport. Anybody know? If you can identify, it's not bowling, not darts. Nope. It is not golf. Softball, that's it. Maryland, you got it. Softball. Oh, now, okay, you guys are getting there. So somebody, we're going to identify, and we'll reach out to you if you were the top one. Remember, you got to do live chat, or you might not see where you were, and then you can win. And in fact, our WAC champion softball team, we're going to go behind the scenes with the softball players. Check out how amazing they are. amazing. Softball players, truly incredible. Congratulations on your success. Okay, and very well done. You all understand how the game is played. We're going to play again right now. We're going to play Guess That Sport. You can't go away too far. So can anybody identify what sport this student athlete plays? Here's the student athlete. What's the sport? Anybody have a guess? I know, probably some of you know. You might just think, amazing student, track and field. No, that's not it. Anybody? And it looks like, no, not soccer, hoops, baseball, swimming, baseball. Somebody's got it. It's baseball. That's right. And this, of course, is the one and only Connor O'Brien, baseball senior shortstop from Briar, Washington. Also happens to be the grandson of Hall of Famer Johnny O'Brien, 53. And Connor, congratulations. Very, very, very well done. We are so impressed with all that you have accomplished at Seattle U. So don't worry. So just a reminder, our team on the back end is going to be reaching out if you get the $25 to 13 coins. And if you are one of those top fastest people to identify the correct sport of that athlete, we're putting your name into the hat to win the 5 days trip in Vancouver, thanks to Vacation International, at the end of this event. So don't go far away because we'll be playing Guess That Sport again. Before we do, it is time to remind you that our live auction is coming up in moments. And I want to talk to you about the live auction because it's going to happen slightly differently than if we were all in a room together. Our live auction is going to be happening in groups, which means that we have 4 groups of live auction items, and each of those groups has multiple items that will close simultaneously. The first group of live auction items has 4 incredible destination vacations: Sun River, Oregon, Palm Springs, California, Las Vegas, California, and Mazatlan, Mexico. So when it's time for that group of live auction items, you want to be really focused on the items in that group because they will all close at the same time. Now, all of the live auction items are open right now. You can be bidding on every item in our live auction. And remember, point your camera or smart device at this QR code, and it will take you directly to our auction software, Greater Giving. We're going to put this up right here. If you're not yet registered, you're going to register into Greater Giving, and you will be able to bid. So currently, Lauren is the current top bidder on that trip to Sun River. And it looks like Palm Springs is going to Spencer. Nicely done, Spencer. It looks like Joyce is going to be going to Vegas. And Liz really wants to go to Mazatlan with those Alaska Airlines vouchers. But our first round of live auction items is still available. So while you are getting your bids in, we're going to tell you a little bit about these 4 live auction items. Let's hear what's in live auction group number 1.
Let's get things started with group number 1, packages 1 to 4, a bundle of 4 getaways for anyone who's looking for a vacation from COVID. Package number 1 is a winter Sun River getaway for 5 nights in a 1-bedroom condo that sleeps 4. You can enjoy skiing at Mount Bachelor or many other winter activities from your home base at Sun River. Package number 2 is a trip to Palm Springs for 5 nights in a 1 or 2 bedroom condo. All kinds of outdoor activities are available at The Oasis, operated by VI Resorts. Included is a round of golf for 2 with SU supporter Mick Schreck at the private Ironwood Country Club. Package number 3 is Viva Las Vegas for 5 nights in the nation's entertainment capital. Whether it's hiking or gambling or taking in a show, Las Vegas is always a great place for a long weekend. We add airfare for 2 to make this a complete package. And package number 4 is the great getaway to Mazatlan, Mexico for 7 nights at a VI Resorts 1-bedroom condo with 2 Alaska Airlines travel vouchers included. The beaches, recreational activities, and the sun of Mexico are legendary at this resort.
So I know this has been a year of less travel for most people, and this is your opportunity to go to one of these 4 amazing destinations. I can say pretty confidently that all 4 of these places have a lot more sunshine than Seattle. Now, Seattle has a lot going for it. There's a lot of great water and fishing, don't get me wrong. But if you're looking for some sun, Sun River, I mean, it's right in the name. There's Vegas, Palm Springs, Mazatlan, and the first round of live auction items, these 4 live auction items are going to close very, very soon. So if you want to make a bid, now would be the time to do it. Just a reminder, you've got to be bidding either on your second device, or you can open Greater Giving on the same device that you're watching in a separate browser tab if that works better for you. And I can see that Lauren is still the top bidder on the Sun River. And Mary, if you want to go to Sun River, now would be a great time to come back and make another bid. Lauren is also going to Palm Springs. It sounds like it's going to be a West Coast tour for Lauren. Nicely done. Just head down the coast, stop in Sun River, then you can head to Palm Springs. And also, Joyce is going to Vegas, which is perfect. Joyce, Tracy, if you want to make another bid, if you want to do 5 nights at the Carriage House, it's going to be happening. And Ronan has an auto bid turned on, which Liz, if you want to be going to Mazatlan, you've got to find the top of Ronan's auto bid. So make another bid right now because we're going to be closing those first 4 live auction items very, very soon. I'm going to give you a chance to make your final bids. While you're doing that, we are going to play Guess That Sport one more time. Are you ready for Guess That Sport? Okay, here we go. You know how this works now. Remember, you could win the $25 to 13 coins and be in for those 5 nights in Vancouver. Again, when the border opens. We don't have special, privileges or other than anybody else. So here we go. Can you tell us, this student athlete, what sport do they play? Anybody? Guess that sport. And it is, anybody know which one? Oh, wow, people are so fast. Yes, it looks like, I think Jake, you're right. Samantha Bruce, incredible women's golfer, junior, and also set the program record low, 36 holes, 36 holes, and 2021 all-WAC second team. Congratulations, Samantha. We're super impressed and nicely done. Terry and others who got it right. Sonny, Steve, you guys are really good at this, at guessing that sport. Okay, are you ready for our first round of live auction items? Because it is time to close and sell those first 4 live auction items. Here we go. This is your chance to go to Sun River or Palm Springs or Vegas or Mazatlan, Mexico. If you want to do one of these amazing things, this is when you got to bid right now because you have 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes remaining. And Miss Lauren Burris, you are the top bidder on that Sun River getaway. Mary, Sarah, if you'd like, you got to come back and make another bid right now. And it looks like Lauren is also going to Palm Springs. Definitely got that West Coast tour all wrapped up. You have about 1 minute and 45 seconds to go on all 4 of these items. They'll be closing at the same time. Lauren is going to Vegas. So sorry, Joyce, you're no longer the top bidder on that trip to Vegas. Ronan's auto bid is working double time and is currently the top bidder on that 7 nights in Mazatlan with those vouchers from Alaska Airlines and our good friends at Alaska Airlines. Now you've only got about 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining. If you want to make a bid, currently Sun River is still going to Lauren. I'm telling you, Sun River, Oregon, where they have 300 plus days of sunshine every year. If you'd like to go, it's definitely, you can go in the winter and then you can do skiing at Mount Bachelor. You can go in the summer, maybe go on the Deschutes River. And now you've only got about 1 minute to go. All 4 items are going to be closing at the same time. Lauren, you're getting the lead on Sun River. Palm Springs is also going to Lauren. Spencer, now's your chance to come back. Lauren is also going to Vegas. Oh my gosh, Lauren, I can see you are ready to get out of town. Ronan, you're currently the top bidder on that trip to Mexico. Nicely done. And now you only have about 45 seconds remaining. Ronan's auto bid is turned up. And Liz, if you want to find the top of Ronan's auto bid, you got to make a couple more bids. Now you only have just over 30 seconds remaining on all 4 items in our first round of live auction items. I know this is going quickly, but this is where your thumbs can do all the work for you that will take you to that very wonderful sunny place that you are hoping to go to. So Lauren, you're doing great. on Sun River. Mary, Michelle, Sarah, if you want to come back and make another bid, now's your chance to do it. You've got about 20 seconds remaining. And Lauren, you're currently also in the lead on Palm Springs. You're not even going to be in town all winter. I can tell. You're just going to be away from Seattle enjoying sunshine. Lauren, going to Vegas as well. Nicely done. Ronan, currently got that auto bid, still going strong. Liz, this is your chance to make one last bid. You've got 15 seconds remaining on all 4 of these items. Ronan's auto bid is still in the lead, but you can keep bidding and find the top of that auto bid. You just got to keep bidding to find where Ronan's auto bid runs out. That's how that works. You could set your own auto bid, and then the auto bids auto bid against each other. That's the most fun. Lauren, you're still doing well. You've got about 10 seconds to go on all 4 of these first 4 live auction items. And different Lauren for Vegas. Wait, hold on. Do I have 2 different Laurens? I'm only reading first names. Oh, Lauren, guess what? You're bidding on one thing, and Lauren, guess what? You're bidding on another thing. I'm only reading the first names because it's going so fast. Okay, so but if either Lauren wants to bid on the other trip, then you're totally welcome to do it. Okay, thank you. I totally understand what's happening. Ronan, you're doing great. Okay, I'm going to give this an extra 10 seconds because I was a little confused about the Laurens. They're both having a great time, and they're both wondering, wait a minute, I'm not bidding on that. However, it is the same Lauren who is going to Sun River and going to Palm Springs. It is a different Lauren who is going to Vegas. So that's fine. Now you have 10 seconds to go. I love it. All the Laurens are doing really, really well. All right, now you've only got about 10 seconds remaining. This is your last chance to make a bid. Lauren B, you're doing great on Sun River and Palm Springs. And Lauren S, you're going to Vegas. And Ronan, your name is not Lauren. I'm so excited about that. Here we go. You've got 9 seconds to go. Make your final bids on all 4 live auction items. You've got 8 seconds remaining. This is your last chance to make a bid on our first round of live auction items. You've got 7. You've got 6. Lauren's in the lead. Lauren's going to Palm Springs. The other Lauren's going to Vegas. Ronan, you're still doing great. You've got 5. You've got 4. Make your final bids right now. You got 3. You've got 2. You've got 1 last second to make a bid, and sold! Congratulations on all 4 items. So, Lauren B, going to Sun River, nicely, nicely done. Lauren B, going to Palm Springs, nicely, nicely done. Lauren S, congratulations, have great fun in Vegas. And Ronan, enjoy Mazatlan. We are so grateful to all of you. I do want to point out that the rest of our live auction items are still open. You can bid on any of the remaining live auction items, nicely done. And we have a group of almost live items that are available. You can see them right inside Greater Giving. All of these all of these almost live items, you can bid on until 8 o'clock this evening. And these almost live packages also have a guaranteed bid. So if you want any of those, you can make the guaranteed bid, and that item will be yours immediately. Click buy now, and then it's yours. So don't forget about the almost live. And while you are bidding on all of our remaining live auction items and our almost live auction items, I think we should play our game one more time. Guess that sport. Are you ready to guess that sport? I can tell that you are. Here we go. This time, we want you to guess this student athlete. I know you all know how this works now. What sport does this student athlete play? Does anybody have a guess? It's not pickleball, okay? I'm telling you, it's not pickleball. Anybody got a guess? Soccer. Woo! Wow, that was fast. Okay, I can see Ann was ready. Akili Kasim, men's soccer, our goalie, all WAC second team, 100 career saves, 10 career shutouts. Akili, amazing, and also a member of the Student Athlete Association that plans and oversees all of our a number of activities for our student athletes, and we are so grateful for your leadership, Akili, on the field and off. It is almost time for our next round of live auction items, and now that you all see how this live auction works, we're going to go a little bit more quickly because we've got live auction items, and now you know where and how it works. Thank you, Kip. Enjoy, and thank you for being here. We so appreciate it. It's so good to see you virtually. Okay, let's find out what's in our second group of live auction items.
In this next group of live auction packages, numbers 5 through 8, we have several unique experiences offered by our Seattle University coaches. Package number 5. Be a part of the men's soccer team as they take to the pitch on September 20th against crosstown rivals, the University of Washington. Join the team for a pre-game meal and scouting report, and then on to the bench for the game. 2 game jerseys are included. Package number 6. Improve your golf game when you golf with a pro. Expect to enjoy a wonderful day out at Snoqualmie Ridge with SU golf coach Mark Chandonnet. This experience is for 3 people who will join Mark for a round of golf and refreshments. And how about package number 7? Join WAC champion softball coach Jeff Hurai and team for a unique experience you won't forget. At a home game next year, join in for the team introductions, throw out the first pitch, and take a photo with the team. Winner will join the team for the national anthem and then depart the field for front row seats and an open tab at the concession stand. Branded softball gear included. And the last package in this group is number 8. SU women's basketball travels south to California for a game in February 2022 against the Cal Baptist Lancers. Be a part of the team when you join them for travel, lodging, pre-game meal, scouting report, and tickets to the game right behind the bench. You can extend your game experience with a 5-night stay at the Oasis in Palm Springs, just an hour away. Travel will be arranged by Seattle University.
All right, any one of those amazing live auction items can be yours in just a moment. But first, I know, right? I agree with you, Amy. Some amazing behind-the-scenes experiences. We're going to play our game, Guess That Sport, one more time. Are you ready? Guess that sport. We still got prizes. Okay, here we go. Can anybody guess this sport? What does this student-athlete play? Does anybody know? And it is, does anybody know? Somebody want to take a guess? And not volleyball, not basketball, not track. Yes, it is track and field. Nicole Wittern, track and field sophomore from Everson, Washington, WAC championship in the javelin, and all WAC first team finalist for Seattle U athlete. She is the finalist for Seattle U Female Athlete of the Year. Nicole, congratulations and amazing accomplishments in track and field. I know, right? WAC champ. Thank you for pointing it out. Okay, so I see you guys are getting really good at this. Okay, don't worry. We have more rounds to come. And right now, it is time to go to our second round of live auction items. And I can see that all of you are finding these amazing behind-the-scenes experiences with some of our teams. So here we go. If you would like to hang out with men's soccer as they crush the dogs, then there's your chance. Or go golfing with coach. Or that softball experience, first pitch, all those things. Or women's basketball in California with that trip to Palm Springs included. I can see that many of you are finding these things right now because it looks like Joseph, you're currently the top bidder on the men's soccer experience. Terry's going golfing with Coach, although Kim and Dana and a lot of people really want to go golfing with you, Coach. They're looking to up their game. And Dr. Gabriel, you are going to be hanging out with those the women's softball team. And John Oakes really wants to go with the women's basketball team on that trip to California. If you want any one of those 4 items, you have 2 minutes to go. These are your last 2 minutes to make a bid on our second round of live auction items. Here we go. So Joseph in the lead on the soccer team. Terry is going golfing with Coach. Nicely done. Dr. Gabriel, you've got the SU softball package. And I know. Look at that. Coach Shanaday is going to give you some tips and help your swing after maybe this year you haven't been on the course as much as you would like to be, and you need to get a little bit more in the swing of it, so to speak. Coach, that's a little golfing joke for you. And now you've only got about 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. Your last chance to make a bid. Terry, you're doing great on the golfing. And the soccer is going to Joseph. Nicely done. This is your chance to make a last bid on any one of these 4 live auction items. And it looks like Dr. Gabriel, you're doing great on that SU softball experience. And The trip to California with the women's basketball team is going to John Oakes. You only have 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. This is your chance. Everybody, right now, the men's soccer is going to Joseph, Garrett, or Michelle. If you want to get in, you've got just about 1 minute to go. Terry, Kim, Dana, all trying to go golfing with Coach. Now you've only got about 45 seconds to go on these 4 live auction items. And John, you're in the lead on that basketball trip to California. And Dr. Gabriel, you're doing well with that softball experience. The golfing is still going to Terry. Terry and Kim are going back and forth, trying to be the person who gets to go golfing with Coach. And Joseph, you're the one that's going to be hanging out on the bench with the SU men's soccer team as they take on our arch rivals up the. It depends. You can either go up I-5 or, you can go on the back up 23rd, go over the Montlake Bridge, however you like to go it. And now you've only got about 10 seconds remaining. These are your last opportunities to make a bid on any one of these 4 items. So right now, be on the bench with SU when they take on UW. And you've got Joseph's in the lead, and Terry still going golfing with Coach. Dr. Gabriel still going to be hanging out with the SU softball team. And just jumped in. Oh no, John, you're no longer in the lead on that trip to California with our basketball team. You've got John. If you want to make another bid, now is your chance to do it. To go down and also spend 5 days in Palm Springs. And I do want to say you don't have to do those things at the same time. You can go with the basketball team and then at a separate time go to Palm Springs, or go and just be in California for the whole time. It's totally up to you. Now, you've only got about 9 seconds to go. This is the time to get your thumbs moving very quickly. Anne's in the lead. John, you've got a chance to come back. Dr. Gabriel, still in the lead. Nicely done. Terry, you're doing great. And Joseph, you're doing great. You've got 8 seconds to go. Last chance. You've got 7. You've got 6. Make one final bid. You've got 5. You've got 4. Make your final bids. John, this is your chance. You've got 3. You've got 2. You've got 1. And sold. Nicely done on our second round. And Joseph, congratulations. You're going to be there rooting on the Redhawks on the men's soccer team. And Terry, enjoy that golfing. Dr. Gabriel, enjoy with that incredible softball experience. And Anne, congratulations, rooting on our women's basketball team in California. Again, all remaining live auction items are still open. And the next will, of course, be our 3rd round of live auction items, which are also a group of amazing Seattle U athletic experiences. Here, let's find out what's going to be in group number 3.
Let's continue with our experiences from Seattle U with packages number 9 through 12. Package number 9. SU men's basketball travels to Las Vegas this year for a game against the highly ranked UNLV Runnin' Rebels. Be a part of the action and the team with this package that includes joining the pre-game meal, practice, and 2 front-row tickets to the game at the Thomas and Mack Center. Accommodations and airfare to Las Vegas are included. Package number 10. Ride along with the SU women's rowing coach. Our winner will enjoy a morning practice with Coach Jenny Park and the SU rowing team. Observe the SU team as they glide along the Mont Lake Cut and by the canal near SPU, and meet the team after practice. Package number 11. 2 lucky fans join the baseball team as honorary members for a pre-conference game at Bannerwood. Enjoy breakfast with the team and batting practice. Throw out the first pitch and take a photo with team members. Winner will join the team for the national anthem and then depart the field for front row seats and an open tab at the concession stand. Package number 12. Our final package in this group is an opportunity to join the women's soccer team for their game against UW on Seattle U's championship field. Join the team for lunch and scouting report, sit on the sidelines, and experience the up-close and personal view of the game. Includes SU branded gear.
All right, so in just a moment, you're going to have a chance to bid on all the items in round number 3. But first, we're going to play one more time. Here we go. You know how it works. Guess that sport. And can anybody guess this student athlete's sport of choice? Anybody know? What does this student athlete play? For $25 to 13 coins, your chance to win. And that's right. Whoa, Bob Eisenminger. Very fast. Darian, Darian Trummel, you're right. You're right. Bob, wow, that's so fast. Sophomore guard, 19th nationally, first in the WAC in scoring in 2021. Darian, very, very nicely done. And congratulations on all your accomplishments. Okay, here we go. We're going to go on to our third round of live auction items. Are you ready? This is your chance at these 4 items. Remember, it is the men's basketball, and I can see you guys are finding that one because, James, you're in the lead. And it looks like the SU women's rowing experience, and Mrs. Mai Nguyen, you're in the lead. And the baseball player for a day, George, nicely done. You're in the lead and on the bench with the UW against the women's soccer or the women's soccer game. Brian, you're in the lead. So here we go. You've got 2 minutes to go. If you would like to make a bid in our third round of live auction items, now is your chance to make that bid right now. And James, nicely done. You're going to UNLV. Mark, James, going back and forth. You've only got 1 minute and 40 to go. Mrs. Mai Nguyen, you're doing very well on that rowing experience. Your opportunity to hang out with the rowing squad. George George Anderson, 49. You're in the lead on that baseball players experience. And Brian, you're going to be on the bench with our women's soccer team. You've only got 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. This is your chance on all 4 of the items in our third round of live auction items. James and Mark both really want to go with the basketball team to UNLV. You've only got about 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. And Lisa and Miss Mai Nguyen both want to be hanging out with the rowing team. George, you're doing very, very well. You're going to be hanging out with our baseball players for the day. All of that back behind the scenes opportunities. You've got 1 minute to go. Make your final bids right now. And it looks like Brian, you're doing great. And it looks like George, you're still in the lead. Nicely done. And it looks like Miss Mai Nguyen, nicely done. You're still in the lead as well. And you've only got about 45 seconds to go. 45 seconds remaining. James and Mark, nicely done. Very, very good. Okay, here you go. You got 30 seconds remaining. James, Mark, going back and forth. You've got 20 seconds remaining on all of these 4 items. This is your last opportunity. 15 seconds to go. Last chance to make a bid. And now you've got 10 seconds remaining. We're going fast. Everybody knows how this works now. You've got 9. You've got 8 seconds. Make your final bids. You've got 7. James and Mark both trying to go to UNLV. You've got 6. You've got 5, 4, 3. Last chance to make a bid. 2, 1, and sold! Nicely done. Congratulations. James, congrats. And Miss Mai Nguyen, nicely done. George, congratulations. And Brian, very, very nicely done. We have 1 final group of live auction items remaining, but before we get there, Shani, I know you have been close by the whole time, and I would like to welcome you back and say, wow. I mean, so many amazing people supporting and buying things and having fun and you know, while we are having fun, I mean, are you having fun?
I'm having fun.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I'm glad. That you know that this year, as I mentioned earlier, really has been you know, pretty unique and intense, and SU student athletes have really risen to the challenge in so many ways. And I wonder, I know there's one student athlete in particular that we get to hear from, and I wonder if you could just tell us a little bit about this amazing person.
I would love to. Yeah, we're about to meet, although so many of you already know him, men's basketball student Aaron Nettles. And Aaron is just a fantastic representative of Seattle U and Seattle U athletics. I think when you hear his story, you know, we're about winning championships. We're about getting it done in the classroom. But it's so much more than that. When we talk about the Redhawk experience, you know, we're really talking about how our students develop from the time that they arrive, and then when they graduate, that they're transformed. You know, we have this great Jesuit education, and we call the Redhawk experience, all the pieces that come together to help them to understand their context, help them to become critical thinkers, to be really true to themselves, to be authentic. And you get that all in this story about Aaron Nettles.
I just actually graduated with my BA. It's crazy, college goes by so fast. To be the first one in my family to graduate from college, it's just like you take a couple steps back and think about perspective, and it's just like I'm beyond grateful for that opportunity.
Aaron Nettles, another Seattle product that just checked in as well. So that's a good matchup between a couple guys that know each other pretty well.
Nettles left hand to the rack.
Aaron is this amazing leader that from his freshman year, he's got this presence and this maturity, but he also has this like kid-like appreciation for just playing ball.
He's just genuine, and his authenticity shows in how he lives his life and interacts with his teammates and coaches.
I played my first organized game in first grade, so probably 6 years old. I think there was a basketball in my crib at the age of 2. Basketball shaped me, not completely, but pretty close. Everything I do, I've learned through the game of basketball. I love it for all the other reasons, the things that it brings you off the court, the lessons you learn.
The work he does off the court when no one else is watching. He's the first guy in the gym before practice. He's the last guy to leave after practice.
It's taught me a lot of lessons just in terms of perseverance, persistence, all that. It's given me so much. It's a gift.
His greatest contribution to our program and to our success is he has a natural disposition to be positive, to pick others up, to encourage others. And he's always the guy you can count on to be the great teammate to others on the team.
You can tell when someone's genuine, when someone's not genuine. You can tell when your environment is genuine.
We want students to take advantage of a world-class education while playing Division I basketball and then being an amazing part of the community.
When you combine that Ignatian pedagogy with what the students are learning in the classroom, and you're doing that in Seattle, you have a really unique experience.
2 words, whole person. Take a step back and see what it can really give you as a person outside of the game.
We're talking about community engagement, we're talking about academic excellence, we talk about the really courageous conversations we have as a team when we're talking about social justice or racial equity, how they're going to take this experience and take it with them into their careers and into their families. These pillars keep coming through every part of their experience.
Coach Vic especially is a real genuine dude. Everything he said, he meant. Everything that he taught us, he lived it out, and that's what it takes to be a good leader and to have an impact on someone's life.
Aaron is definitely a leader. He's what we need more of. He embraces saying, hey, I'm a black man in today's society and community, and I want to lead others and fight for what's right and make change.
You try your hardest to live out that word, justice. You try to prove that to be somewhat true in a time where it doesn't feel like it.
Aaron is active in different social justice issues. He's coaching young people in the community. He's outstanding in the classroom.
Whether it's through basketball or not, I just hope that whoever I coach, whoever I am able to mentor, whatever young kid out there that I get to teach the game to remembers me for so much more than just a basketball coach or a basketball instructor. I want them to think, oh, he really cares about my life. He cares that whatever school I get into, whatever I'm going through, I just want to be that role model for those kids.
Can we hear it for Aaron Nettles and all of our student athletes? And Aaron, I hope you can see that so many members of the athletic community are just saying what an inspiration and a leader you are. And because this is Seattle U, it's your leadership, on the court, but also we're so excited as you head out and are part of the wider community and the leadership that you will bring, that we're all excited about that, and where you will land and then take the rest of us is part of why we're here to support SU athletics. And this is that moment where I'm going to ask you if you can support what it means to be a Redhawk. that whole person, that whole education, that Division I program, as you know, as we heard Shani talking about. And so right now, if you could consider making a contribution to our student athletes, to this program, and especially in this coming year, as we really, you know, as we step out of the shadow of this past year of the coronavirus and really find our way back, hopefully, you know, with people in the stands and fields and watching all of the athleticism happen in real life. This is what we're here to support. So thank you. If you can help us with a gift of any amount, we would love it. You might consider one of these amounts. Maybe you could consider $5,000 or $2,500 or $1,000 or $500 or $250 or $100 or $50, or you can do a custom amount that makes sense to you. Like maybe you'd like to help us in honor of Elgin Baylor. Thank you, Steve and Ann Knight. Oh my gosh. Thank you, thank you. That's a great amount. Thank you for your incredible generosity. I was going to say, if you wanted to honor the incredible legacy of Elgin Baylor, whose number was, of course, 22. Michael, thank you so much. You could maybe contribute $2,200 in honor of Elgin. Or if you wanted to support any of our amazing current or former athletes, oh, Mick and Marnie, thank you for your amazing generosity. And Anita, thank you. We're already at $54,000. Thank you. Jeff, thank you so much. Any amount would be so gratefully received. We'd be so grateful. Lauren, thank you. If you want to support your favorite athlete, just put in any number. Gary, thank you so much. We're so grateful for your generosity, for your support of the Redhawk experience. James and Debbie, thank you. We're at $56,000 on our way. Stephen, thank you so much. We're so grateful to all of you who are Kathy, thank you. Every gift, we're so grateful. Almost at $60,000. Janelle, thank you so much for your generosity. And Tom and Agnes Lee, whoa, thank you so much. We are within $50 of $60,000. Evelyn, thank you so much. And maybe Evelyn's supporting that $300. Maybe that's in honor of an athlete. We're so grateful. We're at $70,000. Tom, thank you so much to the Eiseminger family for all of your support. We're so grateful. Maureen and Joel, thank you. Maureen and Joel Benalil, thank you. Oh my gosh, amazing. We're at almost at $75,000. And Sue and John, thank you so much for your incredible generosity. We're so grateful. And you can, John and Diana, thank you. All of these generous gifts. Tasha, thank you so much. We are almost at $80,000. Mark, thank you. We're so close to $80,000. We would love to get there on the way towards our goal. Thank you, Troy, taking us over $80,000. And Scott, thank you for that generous gift of $3,000, maybe in support of a specific athlete. Thomas, thank you so much. We're so grateful for your support. $85,000. Shani and Tom, thank you. Shani, thank you. She's helping us right here. Judy and Clay, thank you so much. I mean, I want to tell you, Tom and Agnes, thank you. At $85,000, thank you, and counting. And Miss Lynn Burdett, thank you. We're so grateful for your support as well. All of you, part of this team. Jennifer, thank you. Almost at $90,000. Stu and Lee, thank you. We're so grateful. And you can keep these incredibly generous gifts coming. We would be so grateful if you did. And you know, this year, as we mentioned earlier, Bryce and Maureen, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. We're almost at 90,000. Okay, I know you're all still being so generous, but this year has been such a crazy year. I know everybody knows that. And our athletes have continued to achieve in so many ways. So we wanted to show you, Paula, thank you. We wanted to show you what it's been like. So here is a year in review. Boyer and Gretchen Halverson, thank you. A year in review. Last March to today, Redhawk and SU Athletics. Check it out.
Ivy League announced Tuesday that it's canceled both its men's and women's postseason basketball tournaments.
The NBA is suspending the season. New announcements overnight of events being postponed or canceled, and young athletes robbed of their chances to shine.
After the cancellations of major sports events across the world, I thought that my season was completely over. However, I was awarded an extra year of eligibility. I knew that coming back was the easy decision after talking to my family, friends, teammates, and coaches.
Hi, my name is Chinwe Azanu, and I'm a senior on the women's basketball team, and I am registered to vote. I am voting because I want people who look like me to feel safe and feel like they can say whatever they want in this country. I also want the younger generations to realize that no matter what the color of your skin is, that you can be able to express however you want to feel or whatever you want to think.
And so I would just tell all of you, just like, hang in there with this. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. And Redhawks are tough.
Has a go. Garcia can't turn it aside.
And the winner is Mackenzie Williams.
Innings. And Sylvan hits this one deep into right field down the line. And it is gone! A walk-off home run for Sharice Sylvan. Zeleny tosses, and O'Brien hits it high and deep out to left field. It's gone. For O'Brien, we are tied at 8 in the 8th. Unbelievable. Ball to Happy Berry! He's done it! Happy buries it in the 84th minute. Seattle has done it. And a walk-off style goal.
What an amazing year. And Shaney, and I just have to say, Vincent, thank you for your generosity. People have continued to be so generous, and we are within so close to $100,000. Harlan, oh, Harlan, thank you. Over $100,000 on the way to our goal of 150. Elaine and Elgin, oh, Elaine, thank you so very, very much. We're so grateful at 105,000. Okay, but sorry, Shaney, I got excited because people are being so generous and supporting Redhawks. And Jim is also, I have to keep thanking people. I'm going to ask you, Shaney. I know that it has been, as we talked about, a crazy year. And Dan and Joyce, thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about this year and give us an insider's perspective? I mean, how did you do it?
How is right, boy, right? And we all know we've all been living it together. But when we first had to send student athletes home in March, that's just unimaginable. And I think that the thing that we talk about so often is, 4 years goes by so quickly. And so for all of us, we're kind of working through this. I had, I'm sure he's on here, but I was talking to Doug Stewart early in this, and he's like, it's kind of like running in a race and you have no idea how long the race is going to be or what kind of terrain you're going to get on. And so really it's just about keeping everybody moving forward and keeping everybody, in the race and keep moving forward. And so I think from the beginning, it was absolutely about, meeting the immediate needs of our student athletes. And yes, absolutely, safety, health, wellness is so critical in that. But, they've also invested their entire lives to prepare for this moment. And so, so grateful that we were able to offer that additional year of, and let student athletes know that if they wanted to come back and have that additional year of eligibility, that we would be able to support that. It was certainly one of those decisions that make the decision and then hope for the best that we're going to be able to close the gaps on all that, and just really appreciative of all the support that we've had. But for our student athletes, the resiliency that they've shown, it's everything from changing how we did our strength and conditioning coaches, basically had to individualize different programs for wherever the student was, whatever they had resource and access to, that they would make programs to keep them kind of moving forward. And our athletic trainers and our sports psychologists would really make sure that we're continuing to keep the students healthy. Our academic support team is at the same time that the professors, just to think that the professors are completely rewriting everything that they've done in order to figure out how to make their curriculum virtual. And then at the same time, our academic support staff is figuring out what the professors are doing and then how best to support those students in that. So many pieces of this. You look at the competitive component of it, and we had, right, you see the competitive success, but we didn't achieve all of our goals because we have great aspirations, and there were some real, realities that we were working with. And so just really proud of all the efforts, to kind of tie these pieces together.
Well, it seems like you have been doing truly amazing and keeping, all of these highlights from this challenging year. And I can see that people are really, really, impressed because they're saying so many amazing moments. Even like you said, during this year, and keeping people healthy. And so kudos to you and everyone who is part of Seattle U Athletics. We're all impressed. I know I'm impressed. That's for sure.
Right. It was so great also how the community really pulled in together. You think about the people that had their, I'm so appreciative of those that had their tickets and they donated, our corporate partners who stayed with us, and all the different ways we figured out how to engage the community in a different way. And it was, certainly our student athletes were at the center of this, but our coaches and the entire community coming around was just amazing.
This is the team. Like we said, once you're on this team, you're always on this team. That's it. You're on, you're just on. That's it. So thank you to all of you. Now, I will say, Shani, you know this, that there are at least two really kind of exciting things that are still part of our red tie experience tonight. One, of course, is we have to sell the final remaining live auction items. And two is we have a very special guest presentation for a certain leader of a university that we want to acknowledge. So I feel like I know we've been having a lot of fun, and I think, I'm being told I'm a little bit behind schedule. It's the story of my life. So I'm going to press forward, if that's okay, Shani, and we're going to do these last couple things very, very quickly. Whoa! Bob Junker, thank you for your incredible generosity. I just want to say, Shaney, we are at $124,350. We are so close to 125 and very close. We are within reach of our goal of $150,000. So if you want to keep helping us, you can do it. The thermometer is still available for any donations. But before we do, we have got to sell our final remaining live auction items right now. Joe and Marianne, thank you. We're so grateful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's find out what's in our final round of live auction items, and then we'll do that. Here they are.
Our final group of the evening includes package number 13. 4 tickets to the Mariners Diamond Club, the ultimate baseball experience with premium seating behind home plate located in the first 8 rows. The Diamond Club offers the best seats in the ballpark, VIP parking, and high-end food and beverages, all you can eat and drink. Package number 14, dinner on the top of the Space Needle. This dinner comes to us through the generosity of Jeff and Corrine Wright. 4 people will enjoy a special menu prepared by the Space Needle executive chef with special wines chosen by him for your group, not available anywhere else. Package number 15, tour of the Climate Pledge Arena. 4 guests will join Seattle University Athletics Director Shaney Fink and your hosts from Mortensen Construction for an in-depth tour of all the amenities that make the Climate Pledge Arena one of the newest and most exciting public venues in the country. Top this package with 2 front seats to an SU men's basketball game played at this new facility. And finally, package number 16, dinner with President Eduardo Peñalver at the home of David Rothrock and Kirsten Johnson. Get to know our new incoming Seattle University President and Director of Athletics, Shaney Fink. Hear their thoughts on the future of Seattle University and athletics.
Okay, 4 amazing items, but first I have to thank Alan Burke for your incredible generosity. Alan, thank you. We are at $136,000. I just want to say, and if we could make it to 150, that would be our goal. We would achieve that level of success. Help us if you can. But first, we are going to sell these 4 remaining live auction items. And I'm going to do it fast because now you all know how it works. I can see that you're bidding very, very well. So if you want one of our 4 remaining items, you have 2 minutes to go. This is your chance. And Mr. Morris Rosen, you are currently got those Diamond Club tickets. And it looks like Ken Allen is going to be going to the brand new renovated Space Needle for an amazing dinner. And Lynn, you've got that Climate Pledge Arena tour. And it looks like, whoa, Bill Knight and Bill and Steve really both want that dinner with incoming President Eduardo Peñalver. So we've only got about 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. Make your final bids right now. And it looks like Mr. Morris, you're doing well. And it looks like Ken, you're doing very, very well. You've got 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. Lynn, you're doing great on that Climate Pledge Arena. And it looks like Bill's auto bid is turned up to the max on that dinner with incoming President Eduardo Peñalver. Now you've only got about 1 minute and 15 to go. Last chance to make a bid. Diamond Club is going to Mr. Morris Rosen. And it looks like Ken Allen, you're going to the top of the Space Needle. And now you've only got about 1 minute remaining. Last chance to make a bid on these 4 items. And it looks like Bill and Steve, their auto bids are turned up to the max. You've only got 45 seconds to go. Last chance to make a bid. Mr. Morris, you're doing great. Rick, if you want to get in on those Diamond Club tickets, you've got 30 seconds. Ken Allen, you're doing great. This is your last chance. You've got 20 seconds to go. Make your bids. Use your thumbs furiously. Set your auto bids quickly. You've got 15 seconds. Very last chance to do any one of these 4 live auction items now. You've got 10, 9, make your final bids right now. You've got 8, you've got 7, final chance to make a bid on these 4 items. 6, 5, 4, make one last bid. 3, 2, 1, and sold. Our final live auction items are sold. Congratulations to all of you who helped us with our live auction. Shaney, there's this person that I know you know, and really he has been such an incredible part of Seattle U for 24 years, and he is just a few weeks away from retiring. So it is my great privilege to introduce the one and only Father Steve Sunborg. Here he is.
Father Steve, you've been a tremendous leader, friend, and our #1 Redhawk. To commemorate your 24 years here at Seattle U, we have this jersey that we'd like to present to you and raise to the rafters. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Shaney. It's great to have my number retired. Wow, 24 years as president at Seattle University. You know, Father Sullivan was 20 years, so I hope you retire number 20. And my successor, Eduardo Peñalver, you know, he's 30 years younger than I am. So maybe you're going to have to retire someday the 30 number also. So great to retire 24, and it's been a wonderful thing. You know, like, it's interesting. When I came to Seattle University in 1997, we were a Division III school, and then people said that's not really the kind of sports program we should have. We should be a Division II school. So we moved to a Division II school, and then we were in that for a while, and we said, well, that really is not the quality of what Seattle University is across the board. We should be a Division I school, so we moved to Division I. And I'm the only president, I think, that's taken the same university from D3 to D2 to D1. But it's not because Steve Sundborg thought of doing that. No, I listened to people around me. I listened to the coaches. I listened to the student athletes. I listened to the university. And that's why we moved to where we are, to be a Division I school. So, you know, when I look at the things that I'm most proud about that I've done over 24 years, and I love that number again, I want to show it again. Okay, I don't want to see any student athlete wearing that number in baseball. That's my number. When I think about that, one of the things I'm most proud about, maybe the top 5 things that I've done as president, is have led the development of athletics to its highest kind of level. And I just really believe in that. It's a great window on a university. A great athletics program doesn't make a great university, but it makes a wonderful window on a great university, and that's important for it. It gives us a source of spirit and engagement among students. It wins back our alumni. It's a great reputation builder for the university. So I'm a firm believer in it, and others have convinced me of the importance of it. So, hey, if you give it to me, make sure that others know that they're the ones that helped get us where we are. But hey, Father Steve Sundborg is proud to be having this number 24 jersey and wearing it as a Redhawk. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Father Steve, for your amazing support. I got to say, as a member of the class of 2005, I started at Seattle U in 1999, which means I was either a freshman or a sophomore when or when I was a freshman, you were either a sophomore or a junior. I can't remember. You were just starting off. So it's just been amazing. And I'm very excited for your retirement. I'm assuming as a Jesuit, you don't actually retire. You probably just get some other cool job, and maybe people know what that is. So congratulations. So I have to say, there's one more team that we want to go behind the scenes with, Father Steve. You said baseball players, you're worried about them wearing 24. I'm not sure we can make that happen for you. However, we want to go behind the scenes with the men's soccer team and see all that they have been up to. Check this out. All right, amazing. Thank you, men's soccer. And we got to play our final round of Guess That Sport. Okay, here we go. Final round. Last chance to get in to win our grand prize. And can anybody guess which sport does this student athlete play? Who knows? Does anybody know? This is your last opportunity right now. And not cricket. Good idea, though. Volleyball, women's hoops. Bob Eisenminger. Man, he's fast. Okay, that's right. It is Mackenzie Williams, guard, Seattle Sports Commission's Female Seattle Sports Star of the Year. Mackenzie, congratulations. Amazing. Single game D1 program record with 36 points. That's an impressive stat right there. Okay, Shaney. So we are almost at the end of our red tie adventure together. And it's been really fun, but we have to give away prizes. Well, one prize. And I'm hoping you can kind of help. So here's how this works. We have been gathering the names of people who have been really fast at identifying the student athletes. And we have put them into this spreadsheet. So these are all the people who were so fast, and you can see, wow, so fast. And it's all these people. And backstage team, if there's one or two more people, you could fill it up to 25 if there's one or more two. But if this is the right, this is what we got. We got these 22 people. So here's how this works. I have the numbers that correspond. Like I have these little numbers, and I'm gonna drop them into the bowl. Gotta do this. Like all the numbers. I'm gonna draw a number, and then that whoever's number corresponds with the name. You see how this works. They win the 5-day trip to Vancouver. Okay. Do you want to help me draw?
Sure.
Yeah, do you want to just reach over? Yep, right there, and I'll just do it for you. Yep, okay, great. And I'm gonna hand it to you. Wait, that way? That's okay. Sorry, that doesn't actually work. Okay, great. Here we go. So the person who wins our grand prize, the 5 days in Vancouver, is the person on the spreadsheet that is on line 12. Line number 12. This is the number right here. And who is on line number 12? Steve George. Steve George. Congratulations. You are the winner of our grand prize of our Guess That Sport. And we are so grateful to all of you for playing. Well done. Yeah, Steve's excited. Nicely done. And to all of you who played, congratulations. I just want to remind everyone that the almost live bidding will close in about 30 minutes. Well, 25 minutes at 8 o'clock. So make sure you check out all of those items because they're going to be closing soon. And Shani, I would love to offer the last word to you. Congratulations again on all of this success and looking forward to this coming year of much more athletic success. So thank you.
Thank you, Ian. Really excited about this coming year and all that we have planned. But before then, I just want to say how grateful I am to everybody for being here tonight and our great team that puts this all together. And you, Ian, thank you. We've got a group of amazing seniors that have been through quite a bit and will be graduating this coming weekend. And we're so proud of each and every one of them. They are so ready for the next stages. So we wish them the best moving forward. And thank you all for being here tonight. But I think we get to hear from our seniors, right?
Yep.
What it means to be a Redhawk for life is that you get all the connections that you've made here forever, and the people that you've met here, or even people that went here and already work in the greater Seattle area, you already automatically have that connection, and you can be oh yes, I was a Redhawk, I really enjoyed my time here, and then you guys can bond about that.
To take our school values to heart and remember that we're a part of a community, and in this community we built our leadership and our justice, and we value diversity and everything like that, and we'll always have this community to come back to no matter how old we are.
Being a Redhawk for life means that no matter where I am, I will always have some wings to glide on, always have that support and the backing.
Being a Redhawk for life means that we have a full community of people that we can always go back to, and it doesn't just start and end with our class, our team, it's the whole university.
Being a Redhawk means to overcome adversity. Some would say that this hasn't been the year or even our last season that we wanted. So being able to overcome those things and doing our best to turn the page and move on has been huge.
We definitely have really supportive donors that come out and watch our tournaments and obviously donate to the program and help make sure that we have everything we need to succeed. And so I think joining that and coming out and supporting the girls once we graduate and staying connected and just being a part of the community to make it better off in the long run.
I mean, to be a Redhawk for life for me means I'm going to be, active with the Redhawk landing stuff that's going on. coming back every year, or at least as frequently as I can for the alumni meet, just staying in contact with the people that I've spent time with here, generally staying in contact with coaches, even like higher up people like Shaney and Eric, just like letting them know like, hey, what's up? Like just calling in every once in a while. And I realize like there's definitely so many programs and resources that are going to be available to us for like the rest of our lives, just simply based on the fact that we've been athletes here at SU.
Seniors, amazing, amazing. And Shaney, I wanted you to come back for 1 second because to everyone out there, we raised this evening over $150,000. So thank you for your incredible support. Shaney, I think it's about you and the whole Redhawk team. So congratulations.
Thank you to everybody here. Your support means everything. And I'm just so excited about what we're able to do. And I know each of our student athletes, coaches, and staff really appreciate the opportunities our entire university does. So thank you.
Go Redhawks. We'll see you at a game.
Awesome.